What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Doomsday Device Gaming, and today I have a Voiceless footstep profile. So this deck, I just took it over to locals this weekend after Crossover Breakers released. There were some really good players there. It was 4 rounds, top 4. First round I got a bye, second round versus Red Dragon Archfiend, third round versus Ritual Beast, and fourth round versus Ryzeal. There was another Ryzeal and top 4. And then finals ended up playing with a Ryzeal player that I beat on round 4, just because time of the day we just decided to leave. But yeah, so this deck is a really good Ryzeal matchup, I feel. Going first is great, even going second I don't think it's too much of a problem, honestly, because we can play around a lot of their stuff. So yeah, really big fan of the deck. Into Malice I haven't tested too much, but again, if you're going first you shouldn't have any issues. Going second, the only issues are non-target banishing, but I feel like this deck still has a pretty decent matchup into it. Alright, so let's first start off with our Voiceless voice cards. First off, of course, we have 2 Guardian and 2 of Sarvis. So these cards, I feel like these are absolutely necessary to this format. I ended up cutting Pendulum Graph to add the second one of these guys into the deck. So these are absolutely fantastic this format, especially because of their on-field effect to return its Swift to the hand and negate a summon. And then you can just summon it out of your hand again to negate another summon. This deck is very heavy into Links and into Xyz, obviously because of the 2 best decks. So having this card on board is absolutely pivotal. And it is absolutely fantastic. I am a big fan of having 2 of these in the deck. Alright, so for the rest of the Voiceless engine here, we have our triple low, our double Saphira, and 1 Old Man. I've seen some people cut Old Man before, but I feel like he's way too valuable. He lets you play against a D barrier, he lets you grab anything you need, you can go ahead and special this guy out of the deck, and then he can just be used as ritual material, which you can recycle back with a trap again and again if you need to. So absolutely fantastic card. I have not missed this yet. I think going down to 2 was a right choice. I have not missed it at 3 at all. Right, for the rest of the Voiceless cards here, of course, we have our triple barrier, best card in the deck here. I'll get it off low, search, all the good stuff, of course. We have 1 of the blessings here. Blessings is great. It lets us ritual summon on our opponent's turn. If they summon something, we get the Sarvis out of our hand or whatever we might need. Of course, the double ritual here, which is, obviously necessary because you need to dump one off of your Saphira, and you also need pre-prep targets. And finally, of course, we are on the 1 trap. This card is the MVP. You can recycle it with this. It's amazing. Lets us pop stuff, summon stuff on the opponent's turn. It's absolutely great. Okay, so for a supplemental engine here, the first one, we are of course playing the triple Diviner and 1 Trias. Absolutely great engine for this deck, absolutely perfect. Send some of the stuff out of the extract if we need to, or dump this to start a combo by tributing, or use this for dodging targeting effects. It's absolutely fantastic. The next engine we play here is going to be the Domatic engine, which is going to be of course our 1 Maximus, our triple Servant here, and of course the 1 of Shadal's Schism here. So I do play the Winda in this build specifically. It didn't come up this tournament, but what did happen was I did go ahead and dump App Clone off of this, and then my opponent had to go ahead and waste the Ash on the App Clone to negate me getting the spell here, so I still was able to keep on going through my combo, right? So it all depends on what they were afraid of. They weren't really afraid of Maximus, they were more so afraid of me getting into Winda, which is actually really hilarious. Okay, now for the staple spells here, we are on the double pre-preps, 1 Prosperity and 1 Called By. Prosperity, we really don't care about most of our extra deck, as a good chunk of it is just targets for Nadir Servants and Maximus. Of course, great in an individual deck and avoiding hand traps. Speaking of hand traps, next we're going to go over them. We play the triple Ash, because Ash is Ash, and triple Nibiru. This card, of course, has double synergy, Nibiru's effect, and then by being a high-level light monster, you can use to ritual summon stuff with your card effects. So absolutely fantastic. And then for the last 6 cards here, of course, we have our triple Ash and triple Purge here. These are really good. Obviously, if you draw this and then this, perfection, because you get to pop your opponent's cards. Greatest interaction is Ryzeal plays, you imperm something, they make dual drive, you go, yeah, Now you don't get your search and then dual drive dice too. So it's absolutely great, especially on follow-up turns after you already have an Emperor Engraved. It's absolutely fantastic. And then the card that's really been problematic for a lot of other decks has our deck can be only one. Of course, fantastic card. We can play under it relatively easily. Just have to watch a little bit of our sequencing, but still, generally speaking, we can do quite a lot with this card. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and go for the extra deck. So the cards we actually summon here are going to be, of course, our Almirage into our Gardner if we have an abnormal summoning low and needing to go through some of the lines there to summon stuff off of Blessing. Then we have the double Dynamondo. This card is absolutely fantastic in any ritual deck, especially this one. You get to return your stuff to the deck to bounce something, and then you just get to reestablish your board at the beginning of your opponent's turn. For the last link here that we actually use for playing, we play, of course, an SP, because SP is a must. And the only synchro we play here is going to be our Chaos Angel. Specifically, you can make this with your Trias and your Low. Absolutely perfect for the deck. And the last card we actually end up making, that's our Window, of course, is our Typhon here. This card does lock you out of Skull Guardian, but if you've already gone through a lot of your board, it's a good thing just to slap on the board to be able to continue playing or decide about your opponent's board. Now, for our targets for our Leer engine, we are on these two here, the App Cologne and the Garura, to send as the two darks here to be able to summon our Winda. So basically, that's really, really nice. This card is very oppressive. You get to make it on your opponent's turn so that they can't play after you're already comboed, which is absolutely great. And then for the remainder of our mini engine here, we are on our Entis, Aggregator. This card here, which has been absolutely fantastic. Detonator specifically has a protection effect if you try to pop it, so don't send this. Send this because this will send it back to the extra deck, which is absolutely amazing. And of course, for our classic, we have the Ritual, and then we have this here to go ahead and be able to cycle through our hand. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the extra deck. Let's go ahead and get into the side here. For the side, we're going to go first with the Thrust package. I played 2 Thrust, so we should be upping it to 3 and then cutting some of this other stuff down. So we have 2 Thrusts, 2 Ruler, 2 D-Barrier, 2 Evenly, and then we have the Harpies. So this is our Thrust and our Thrust targets. I'm thinking about cutting down these doubles down to 1-ofs, so I can fit in some more cards into here if I needed to. But yeah, so that's it for right now. I also have Triple Lancia here, because Malice is annoying, and Ritual Beasts are actually even more annoying. We have 2 Cosmics, and we have a Anti-Spell. We can pretty much play under Anti-Spell if we get set up, so it's not too big of a problem for us. This format, I don't know if it's actually that good, so I might just end up cutting it. The only changes I think about making in the deck here is I would find a way to run 3 Ultimate Slayer in the side, because obviously with the Nadir package, all the cards work really well off of Ultimate Slayer as well. So that's why I was like, I might cut this and then some of the doubles of the things I can get off of Thrust, right? So basically that's the deck, and those are the changes I would be making. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. I think this is the deck I'm going to keep on playing this format. It's a really, really good one. There's a big case tournament this weekend that I might be playing up in Card Haven, and then I'm thinking about going to the Lubbock Regional with this deck specifically. But yeah, let me know what you think. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see y'all there. Bye.